Hello and welcome to Pest in Class, expert voices in pest management. Today we speak with Jen Roberts, Senior Director of Integrated Marketing at ServiceTitan, as she talks about her initiative, Power the Nation. Through the Power the Nation project, ServiceTitan is joining forces with contractors across the country to be a positive force for change. I'm your host, Amanda Salvatore. Let's get into it. Jen Roberts, you are the Senior Director of Integrated Marketing at ServiceTitan, and today we are going to be discussing how Power the Nation is shining a light on the trade's positive impact. Thank you so much for coming on to Pest in Class today.
Thanks for having me.
Of course, we're excited to get into it, but first and foremost, I always start episodes with a little icebreaker. So if your life was a yoga sequence, what would be the opening and closing poses?
It's a great one. You're also talking to a yogi here. So, but if we're talking about opening and closing, you got to slowly get into it and then take yourself out. And so I think some sort of restorative pose, if you will, doesn't have to be child's pose, maybe seated. And then honestly, I can't not end in savasana, laying flat and breathing. So that's how I do it. Not much different than it's done.
Sure. It's done that way for a reason.
Correct.
They had a good idea when they were figuring it out. I'm personally all about child's pose. That one is for obvious reasons. And if you are not familiar with yoga, I highly recommend you getting into it. All our listeners out there, it is wonderful. I do love it as well. All right. So, Jen, before we start discussing Power the Nation, which is an awesome initiative, I'd love to find out actually how you found yourself in this industry.
By accident, like most of us. I have been doing some sort of go-to-market motion within the SaaS B2B space for my entire career. I grew up in it. I was lucky enough to be able to leverage that expertise and bring it on into ServiceTitan as it relates to its application, to engaging the trades, and honestly, super fulfilling. Our customers and our prospects, our market, do some amazing things. We keep the water on and houses, heated, and lawns not eroding and bugs not in homes, right? We do a lot for the community. And without going too far into what we're going to talk about today, it was a big reason why I said yes to the trades and came on over.
Incredible. Well, we're happy you're here. You're doing some incredible work. So I know today we're going to be talking in depth about Power the Nation. So what is it and how did it come about?
Yeah, so we've been on a journey the last few years, to say the least, and chatting with tons of customers across all of our audiences that we serve, and just kept becoming this common thread about how all of our customers support their communities in different ways. And this looks like acts of, I mentioned these essential services, but also giving back, whether it's running some sort of fundraiser for someone within the office that is looking for extra support, or outside of that, sponsoring a baseball team locally, and then doing bigger and bigger. We've seen it all. We've even seen competitors come together. And so the idea really was born from wanting to elevate the great work that our customers are doing, right? And this common thread, how you all power the nation. And so it became this big campaign that we've really decided to invest in within the last year, and something we're going to continue running after as it relates to how we can really elevate our customers and the work they do within their communities.
I love this initiative. Very often on Pest in Class, we're talking about community, we're talking about culture, we're talking about the positive impact that people in Pest make every day. It's one of those services that people, when they need it, they need it. So I love the idea of shining a light on these individuals and really showcasing what they're doing for their community in different ways. Like you're saying, a baseball team, and there's so many different opportunities out there. So could you tell us a little bit of what the mission is as a whole? I know we're shining a light, but can we kind of get on a more micro level and really take a look at this?
Yeah, definitely. So we are going so far as to partner with many of our customers to, again, get their message out there, right? What are you doing in your community? This isn't about ServiceTitan. Conveniently, we are here and we are your software provider, as it relates. But this is really about how we can share their stories locally. So I talk about elevating the trades, and it's a big lofty marketing phrase, I realize. But it's about how we can tell their stories. And so we have had the great fortune of getting to partner with all different customers across all of our platforms to really share those stories. We're documenting what they're doing, right? And we're supporting it on a local level. And what that's looked like is, going out there and capturing documentary style. We do take over a little bit and interview the customers and the community that is being impacted. We worked with North by Northwest with Aspire and Landscape to remodel a Ronald McDonald outscape, if you will, to make it more enjoyable for those that are staying there. And in that instance, we brought in local news. We created a lot of buzz around it, all within the name of these two amazing groups doing this work, right? On the Pest side, consistently, we hear about, when someone is in need of a service, especially around something very immediate, as you mentioned, Amanda, when you need it, you really need it, but maybe not the funds are always available. And we quite frequently hear about these funds that our customers keep to support those sort of initiatives with families in need, or they host some sort of seasonal promotion around helping local families so that they can replenish those funds and continue to give. A customer we're working with this month, in fact, I'm not going to blow it, but I'm super excited to share this story. But we're going and visiting and documenting a scholarship awards dinner that they do every year in honor of someone within the community that they all were impacted by, if you will, and was within the trades. And so each year in his name, they do a scholarship. And this year we're partnering, we're going to be documenting it all. And there's going to be a little bit of a surprise. So I'm not going to blow it, but again, these are just examples of what our customers are doing and how we're going there, boots on the ground to really elevate what they do.
I love this initiative so much. I am here for this. Absolutely. So I know that you kind of mentioned a few opportunities that people have been utilizing, but what's your favorite story that you've covered?
Oh man, well, I cry at all of them, so there's that. But because they're all so amazing. But one of my favorites I mentioned was around kind of how our customers' competitors, all come together for a community event. And it's really amazing because it's a father-daughter story. So I'm just a bit partial, but one of our customers every year, kind of in the fourth quarter of the year, challenges their competitors in the area to food drive, if you will. And the shop that brings in the most food, which is weighed by the local food bank, wins this prize. And they have a trophy. It's been going around for years. It's a really, really fun thing. And, I'm partial, but they leverage our technology to do something like this, right? Making sure that we can support their customer needs, which is exciting as they ask for food via text reminder as they deploy out to their homes. It becomes this very cool thing that the community has looked forward to for years to come. And they always pick the second Friday in January to do the weigh-in, and all the different shops come and they drive around in their trucks and they bring them to the weighing station. They do it on the second weekend of January every year because that's actually the time at which food banks are the lowest. So much giving happens around the holiday time and in the winter that they, start to see attrition in donations. And so this group of competitors who every other day of the year are competing for the same business come together to make sure that is not the case in this area of Virginia, which is a pretty beautiful story.
I love that. And it's very thoughtful to be doing it at a specific time of the year when it's really needed. Shining a light on all of these good deeds is wonderful. But for you personally, why do you feel like this mission is so important?
As we became a publicly traded company, something that was very important is that this was all about the trades being in the public's eye, right? This was an IPO for the trades. December 12th will be the day of the trades moving forward. It's not about memorializing ServiceTitan's IPO. We're very excited about it. But it was really about making it about the trades. And so this is one way that we can support continuing to bring forward the day of the trades and showcase, again, what we're doing. And so I bring up the day of the trades because it is an exciting day and we're going to celebrate it every year, but really to just double down on the commitment that ServiceTitan has to the trades, right? And bringing our customers to the front of it. Again, not about us, but about them and the amazing essential work that they all do. It's a pretty powerful message and it's just a very cool thing to be a part of. I mean, to get to represent ServiceTitan in these communities and be a part of some of these amazing deeds. I mean, we brought running water to a house that houses the unhomed in Atlanta. Like, beautiful stories, right? And we got to be a part of that because that's our customer. Is that something that they wanted to do, right? So again, just one of the coolest initiatives I've ever been a part of and really, really speaks to, how ServiceTitan, Aspire, Field Routes, the whole family feels about this community.
Absolutely. It's so important to just celebrate the trades overall and it not be about the company, but it is about the work that is being done. So what does the future of Power the Nation look like to you?
Yes. Well, that's a great question. We have been very busy this last few months, and we're going to keep being busy. We want to bring this to every state or continent that we serve. So that's where we're headed. We want to chat with all of our customers. We want to hear about all the stuff that they're doing within their communities, and we're going to do it in a variety of ways. You might hear from us. You can head over to our landing page and you could submit an application to be considered for something like this with us. You'll definitely not escape us if you head to Ignite. We will be there full force, chatting with all of you, wanting to hear your stories, capturing those stories. So there's a lot of ways that we are trying to get our customers involved so that we can continue to really bring this voice forward through this campaign, hopefully indefinitely.
I love it. I love it. So before we go, I know you mentioned that they can submit a form. We will include that in our show notes, of course. So anybody who's listening today, if you've got a great idea or if you have a mission that you're passionate about, please reach out to us. We do want to hear about it. We do want to celebrate it. Before we go, Jen, I would love to know if there is anything you wish that we covered today.
I love this topic. I could talk about this topic all day. There's a lot more to come and as it relates to this. So stay tuned, watch how this campaign evolves, come be a part of it. That's really where I want to leave off.
Incredible. Jen Roberts, thank you so much for coming here, sharing the mission of Power the Nations with the rest of us. And I am so excited to hear about where you guys go from here. Really exciting stuff.
Yes, maybe I'll come back with one of our Pest customers who can talk about what we did and talk about how they're doing this type of work in the community because we'd love to get everybody started.
I love that idea. We're putting it in the calendar. It's penciled in. It's happening. Incredible. Jen Roberts, and thank you so much.
Yes, thank you.